In this video, you'll see real moments when things didn't go as planned, and the camera was in the right place. Filmed by eyewitnesses, pilots, and security cameras, these clips show how just seconds can decide everything. A mistake, a technical failure, a hard landing, and there's no second chance. Watch closely, draw your conclusions, and remember, aviation remains safe, but even here, there are extreme moments. Let's begin. On October 26, 2025, a light helicopter lost control and crashed into a fishing lake in São Roque, São Paulo State, Brazil, just meters from nearby fishermen. Both occupants were pulled from the water by locals and survived with only minor injuries. On the 3rd of June 2001, during the Biggin Hill International Airfair in Bromley, England, a rare Bell P-63A Kingcobra crashed while performing an aerobatic maneuver. The aircraft impacted the ground and caught fire, killing the pilot, former Red Arrows and airline captain Guy Bancroft Wilson.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a...
Ladies and gentlemen, stay behind the barriers, please.
Please
do
stay
not
back.
Cross the barriers and do not move around, please, ladies and gentlemen. We will need...
On 12 October 1997, during an air display at Duxford, Cambridgeshire, UK, the restored Messerschmitt Bf-109 Black 6 crashed while attempting to land after its performance. The aircraft was badly damaged, but the pilot survived with only minor injuries. On the 2nd of August 2002, an RAF Harrier GR-7, performing at the Lowestoft Seafront Air Festival in Suffolk, England, suddenly lost height while hovering over the water, and the pilot ejected seconds before impact. The jet plunged into the sea right in front of spectators on the beach. The pilot was rescued with minor injuries. On 28 March 2025, at the Australian International Airshow in Avalon near Geelong, Victoria, a pit special from the Sky Aces display team crashed during a low routine in front of spectators. The pilot, Glenn Collins, was critically injured, but the crowd was unharmed.
He dropped the flag. He's going in.
On July 31st, 2023, a small single-engine plane made an emergency water landing off a crowded beach in New Hampshire, USA, hitting the sea nose first, right in front of swimmers. The pilot was quickly rescued by lifeguards and was unhurt.
Yep.
On March 29, 2025, a single-engine Sokata TBM 700 crashed into a house in Brooklyn Park, a suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota, shortly before landing. The pilot, believed to be U.S. Bank executive Terry Dolan, was killed, but everyone on the ground escaped unharmed.
Holy crap. Ten minutes ago, this house was still there.
On May 3, 2025, a Vans RV-10 crashed into two homes in the Wood Ranch area of Simi Valley, California, coming down in a backyard right next to a swimming pool. The pilot, a passenger, and a dog were killed, but everyone on the ground escaped as firefighters quickly contained the blaze. On 27th of August, 1992, a modified de Havilland DHC-4 Caribou crashed shortly after takeoff from Gimli Industrial Park Airport in Gimli, Manitoba, Canada. The crew of 3 was killed after the flight controls remained locked because the gust control lock was not fully disengaged.
I cannot believe it. It's all over.
On May 14, 2022, a Cessna 172 made an emergency landing on the Haulover Inlet Bridge in Miami, Florida, and struck an SUV. One person on the plane was killed and 2 others were injured, but the people in the car survived. On the 14th of August 2021, a Russian BE-200 amphibious firefighting aircraft crashed in the mountains near Kahramanmaraş, Turkey. while returning from a water drop on a wildfire. All 8 people on board, 5 Russian crew members and 3 Turkish specialists, were killed.
Az önce bir tane uçak düştü. Kahramanmaraş Ilıca. Yangın söndürme alanında. Evet. Yangın devam ediyor ya. Yangın devam ediyor.
Soğuk şelalelerinin üstü.
Evet, yangın uçağı düştü hanımefendi.
Tamam, yangın uçağı düştü. Ilıca'da nerede yangın var?
Bu Karamanlı bölgesi. Karamanlı Hacınoğlu Evgizek. Evet.
Karamanlı bölgesine hemen ekip çıkartıyorum. Kaç kişinin yaralı olduğunu biliyor musunuz?
Bir uçak düştü sadece. O da dağa düştü. Bulamazsınız yani.
Dağa düştü, bulunmaz yani.
Görüyor, biz görüyoruz. Biliyoruz.
Bulunmaz dediğim araç.
İtfaiye, jandarma,
Tamam araçlar şey yapmazsa araç gitmez. Helikopter ancak.
çıkabileceği yerde değil.
Helikopter.
On 26th of August, 2019, a Spanish Air Force C-101 trainer crashed into the sea off Manga, Murcia, during a training flight. The pilot, Commander Francisco Marin Núñez, was killed. On the 15th of June, 2025, a private helicopter crashed into the water next to the marina at Vouliagmeni, a coastal suburb of Athens, Greece. All 5 occupants, 4 foreign passengers, and the Greek pilot were rescued without serious injuries. On April 10th, 2025, a Bell 206 L4 Long Ranger 4 sightseeing helicopter, operated by New York Helicopter, broke apart in mid-air and crashed into the Hudson River off Jersey City, New Jersey. All 6 people on board, the pilot and a family of 5 tourists from Spain, were killed. On the 2nd of August, 2023, a private float plane taking off from the Dudinka River in Dudinka, Taimyr, Krasnoyarsk Krai, failed to gain speed, banked, and crashed onto the riverbank, catching fire. Both people on board were killed. On 27th July 2023, a Mi-8T helicopter on a commercial tourist flight to Belukha Mountain crashed near the village of Tyungor, Ust-Koksinsky district, Altai Republic, Russia. While approaching the landing site, it struck power line structures, rolled over, caught fire, and 6 people were killed and 10 seriously injured.
Авария, вертолет, Анданхан.
On the 18th of July 2022, a Rosgvardiya Mi-8 helicopter made a hard landing during a training flight near the Gorki Land cottage settlement in the Gachina district of Leningrad Oblast, Russia. All 3 people on board survived, but the crew was taken to hospital.
Разбился.
On the 16th of July 2022, a Ukrainian An-12BK, operated by Meridian, crashed into fields near Kavala in northern Greece, shortly after reporting an in-flight emergency. The cargo aircraft was carrying munitions and exploded on impact, killing all 8 crew members on board. On the 1st of November 2025, an agricultural Embraer EMB-202A Ipanema crashed in a rural area of the municipality of Fatima, Tocantins, Brazil, shortly after a spraying flight. The aircraft was destroyed in the impact. Local authorities responded to the scene.
Meu Deus do céu!
On the 20th of February 2020, an Antonov An-2 carrying shift workers crashed just after takeoff from the Magadan 13 airfield near Magadan, Russia. All 14 people on board survived, but 7 were seriously injured, and the video shot by a passenger became key evidence for investigators.
Короче, вот упали, конкретно есть, взлетели. Самолету, прикинь, взлетели, короче, салам алейкум. Никто, все живые, нахуй. Жопа, короче, винту, смотри. Жопа, короче. Я еще чухаю, он еще
On the 6th of August 2005, an Mi-8 rescue helicopter crashed during takeoff at the South Inylchek mountaineering base camp in the Issyk region of Kyrgyzstan. The aircraft was badly damaged in the accident. On the 14th of February 2020, a Syrian Air Force Mi-17 helicopter was shot down by rebel forces near Al-Kubra in Syria's Idlib province. The aircraft burst into flames and crashed. All crew members were killed,